Something that I hear so often in conversations with people. And that is, they say, if only I was making more money, if only I could earn $1,000 a day. All of these things about making more money. And I hear them complaining about it, but I never hear what their solution is to making it happen. They say, all my troubles will be over if I could even make $500 a day. How many of you have heard conversations or even had that conversation with someone? Well, I want to give you a very, very powerful formula that never fails, and I'll explain why in a second. But this formula will increase your income if you apply it the right way. And here it is. Okay, firstly, I need to preamble it with something that you're probably all aware of, and that is that the jig is up. The world is realizing that the 9 to 5 scam that's been going on so long, where people are swapping their time for money, is slowly disintegrating, and people are realizing that they can have more control of what happens in their life and different ways that they are able to generate their own income and provide for themselves without having to rely on a boss to do that for them. Okay, so now that they're coming to that slow realization, here's the formula that I want all of you to understand. And actually, I'll come to it in a second, because I also want you to think about this. When you're wanting something out of life, okay, do you want it sooner or later? Okay, do you want to be richer or poorer? When you're wanting to buy something, maybe a car, do you say, hey, I'd love to get a brand old car? Or do you say, do you want a brand new car? So do you want old or new, generally speaking? So the reason I give these examples here is because I think I've got about a 95% chance of getting the answer right each time. You want it sooner, you want it faster, you want to get it as cheap as possible, and you want the best quality. Okay, so the reason I give that preamble is because people are predictable. Okay, just like success is predictable. And so now that you understand that we are programmed to react and to respond in certain ways, you can then understand how this formula is going to have such an impact on your financial future. And here it is. Okay, the formula is stop swapping time for money. Okay, stop swapping time for money. Start getting paid for outcome or value. Okay, that's the formula. Don't get paid for time because it puts a cap on the amount of money you can make. You need to integrate leverage into what you're doing. And so the way you get that leverage is you get paid for outcome. Make sense? And that's why, and I'm just about to reveal it to you. Do I have an agenda? Of course I do. I'm a human being. I want to talk to you about the simplest, most lucrative and personally rewarding career on the planet. And that is becoming a business consultant. Why? Well, I've worked in literally hundreds of industries, hundreds of niches. Now, I can say hand on heart, I don't think I've found a better business model. And the reason it works so well is you don't need a lot of capital to get started. Okay, you don't need to have staff. There are no real overheads apart from maybe a small marketing budget. And you can really start to make very, very serious income. We're talking mid-6 and yes, even 7 figures by delivering great outcomes for business owners. Let me put it to you, as if you are a business owner and someone says to you, hey, listen, you give me $40,000 and I'll give you $400,000 back. Would you take that deal? Well, that's basically what business consulting is, okay? It's a nice remuneration for our skills, for our abilities. We're not there if we're getting paid 40 grand a year from the client. Generally, we're doing an hour a week or a fortnight for that sort of income. But what we're getting paid for is not our time, it's for the result, it's for the outcome. And so that's what I want you guys to remember. Don't get paid for time, because you will never achieve the income levels you desire doing that. Get paid for value or outcome, and you're going to get a really, really nice result from that. So again, if you are interested in increasing your income, you like the idea of getting paid for helping other people succeed, maybe you want to check out the on-demand training I've got. You can see it here. I just happen to have the slide. Street Smart Business Advisor and employing over 300 people and seeing just about every industry under the sun. I've never seen a better business model than this. So again, if you want to find out the ins and outs of it, there's a tell-all training. If you go to Street Smart Business Advisors, I'll put the website up one more time so you can check it out, and reach out to me if you want to have a talk about getting involved in this really amazing industry. Bye for now.